What do the wealthiest people do with their money that others don't? We all hear the stories about people who get lucky, inherit wealth, or make quick, risky investments. But in reality, most self-made millionaires got to where they are not by chance, but by adopting specific financial habits that have helped them grow their wealth over time. In this video, we'll explore the 5 things rich people do differently with their money. These habits might sound simple, but they are the foundation of financial success, and most importantly, they are within reach for anyone. Let's dive right in. 1. Delayed gratification, the power of patience. One of the most significant habits of the wealthy is their ability to practice delayed gratification. They prioritize long-term wealth over short-term pleasures, consistently choosing to forego immediate satisfaction in exchange for future rewards. While most people spend as soon as they earn, the wealthy take a more strategic approach, often saving 20, 30, or even 50% of their income. They're willing to live beneath their means for years, sometimes decades, to ensure their financial success. The reason this works is simple. Wealth accumulates over time, and delayed gratification is the catalyst. While others may indulge in luxury today, the wealthy understand that sacrificing small comforts now means greater opportunities in the future. Imagine if you saved half of your income for 10 years. How much could you accumulate just from that small shift in mindset? Over time, this strategy gives them the financial freedom to live without constant worry about money. They've mastered the art of choosing future wealth over today's fleeting pleasures, creating a stable foundation for the life they want to live. It's not always easy to delay gratification, especially in a world that encourages instant satisfaction. But when you set clear goals and remind yourself why you're doing it, it becomes easier to stay focused on your long-term financial success. 2. Frugal spending habits, smart and intentional purchases. Wealthy people aren't reckless with their money. In fact, they're known for their frugal spending habits, which play a huge role in how they accumulate wealth. While others splurge on unnecessary luxuries or chase the latest trends, the wealthy prefer to make smart, intentional purchases. They understand that the key to long-term financial success isn't just how much they earn, but how much they keep. They live below their means, even if they can afford to buy more expensive items. This often means buying a modest house instead of the biggest one they can afford, or purchasing a used car instead of a brand new one. The wealthy know that when you're careful with your money, you have more to save, invest, and grow. They also hunt for deals, often shopping during sales or buying items at a discount whenever possible. This focus on frugality doesn't mean living without comforts. It's about being smart with how they allocate their money. For instance, a wealthy person might invest in high-quality goods that last for years, rather than continuously purchasing low-cost items that need to be replaced. Over time, this commitment to spending wisely enables them to accumulate substantial wealth while maintaining a lifestyle that's aligned with their financial goals. What's more, this frugal mindset extends beyond just spending. It becomes a lifestyle where every purchase is measured against its long-term value. Instead of going for instant gratification, the wealthy understand that patience and strategy in spending lead to much greater rewards in the future. 3. Avoiding consumer debt. Living debt-free is a priority. One of the most defining characteristics of wealthy individuals is their avoidance of consumer debt. While many people turn to credit cards or loans to fund their lifestyles, the wealthy keep their finances debt-free as much as possible. They understand that debt, especially high-interest consumer debt, erodes wealth and hinders future financial freedom. By staying out of debt, they ensure that more of their income is working for them, rather than being tied up in monthly payments. This doesn't mean they never take on debt. The wealthy may use good debt, such as a mortgage or business loan, to leverage their investments. However, they are careful not to accumulate debt for things that don't appreciate in value, like electronics, vacations, or fast fashion. They focus on using debt only when it makes sense, typically for investments that will grow in value over time. By doing so, they avoid the stress and strain that comes with carrying high-interest debt, and instead, they have the flexibility to save and invest more. Another reason the wealthy avoid consumer debt is because it enables them to make decisions based on their values, not based on financial obligations. Without the burden of debt, They are free to focus on opportunities for growth, rather than constantly worrying about monthly payments. This creates a cycle of financial freedom, where the more they save and invest, the more wealth they can build. Living debt-free also means they have more options in life, whether it's making career changes, taking time off, or pursuing new ventures. Debt can hold you back from achieving true financial independence, but avoiding it is one of the most powerful ways to accelerate your wealth-building journey. 4. Favoring low-risk, high-yield investments. Wealthy individuals understand the importance of investing, but they also know that high risk doesn't always lead to high rewards. Instead of gambling on volatile stocks or speculative ventures, they focus on low-risk, high-yield investments. They know that building wealth takes time, so they choose investments that will grow steadily over time while offering consistent returns. This could mean investing in blue-chip stocks, real estate, or index funds, which are typically less volatile and provide reliable cash flow. For example, they may invest in dividend-paying stocks that offer consistent income, rather than chasing after high-growth stocks with unpredictable returns. These investments might not make them rich overnight, but they provide the stability and growth needed to build long-term wealth. Wealthy individuals also focus on investments that are diversified, ensuring that their portfolios are balanced and not overly exposed to any one asset. They understand that preserving capital is just as important as growing it. By avoiding high-risk investments that could lead to significant losses, they protect their wealth from market downturns and unpredictable events. The wealthy tend to think long-term and prefer investments that will appreciate gradually while providing steady returns. By favoring low-risk, high-yield investments, they create a safety net that allows them to grow their wealth at a predictable pace without exposing themselves to unnecessary risk. Moreover, their investment strategy is often based on compound growth, where the returns on their investments continue to grow exponentially over time. This strategy requires patience, but it's incredibly effective in the long run, as their investments grow steadily without the need for constant monitoring or risky decisions. 5. Majoring on the majors, focusing on what brings in the money. Wealthy individuals understand that time is money and focus their efforts on the areas of their lives that will generate the most return. They concentrate on the high-revenue activities, whether it's in their business, investments, or career, and delegate or eliminate anything that doesn't add significant value. This is often referred to as majoring on the majors. For example, a successful business owner will focus on scaling the business and generating more income, while delegating administrative tasks or operational work to others. They understand that their time is better spent growing their wealth, not getting bogged down by routine tasks that don't contribute to their financial goals. Similarly, wealthy individuals often outsource tasks that take up too much time, such as cleaning, cooking, or other household responsibilities. By concentrating on the core areas that drive wealth, they ensure that their financial growth is accelerated. This is particularly true for business owners who recognize that their primary focus should be on generating more income rather than getting distracted by tasks that don't directly contribute to profitability. Additionally, the wealthy are skilled at leveraging their resources, such as hiring experts in areas like tax planning, estate management, or financial strategy, which frees up their time to focus on what matters most. By majoring on what brings in the most money, they can continue to build wealth at a much faster pace. Adopting these 5 habits might seem simple, but they require discipline, patience, and strategy. If you can consistently practice these habits, you will find yourself on the path to financial success, just like the wealthy. Remember, wealth is not about getting lucky. It's about making small, consistent decisions that add up over time. Which one of these habits do you think will make the biggest difference in your financial journey? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more practical tips and insights on how to build wealth. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.